Hey guys, it's your girl Shantae, and of course, we're going to keep it short and sweet. So, today we have a special guest with us, educator, social activist, and author of No One is Self Made. Welcome, Dr. K. Hallman, correct?
Dr. Lakeysha Hallmon, Dr. Key.
Dr. Key Hallman. Okay, all right. Well, I saw some stuff that you were doing, and welcome to New York.
Thank you.
How long have you been here, or is this your first time?
No, I've been here many times, especially a lot since the book has come out. So I feel like now New York is a second home. I always love coming here.
Okay, my favorite borough is the Bronx. I don't know if you know about it, but it's probably the best place.
Is that the best place? Now listen, I don't want to start nothing. My friends say Brooklyn, which tell me I don't know.
It's
I
the
don't know.
Bronx.
It's the Bronx.
And it's usually we go like this.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Well, I'm a book reader. I'm a nerd. All of the above. So, how did you get the idea to write your own book? And what is the motivation behind No One is Self Made?
Yes, the motivation behind No One is Self-Made is that I really want us to go back to being in community, and building our villages. I believe that is the way that we will prosper and survive anything. The motivation came, it was just divine timing. I started to get this message around creating a village, and all these words started coming to me. And I was like, oh, I'm writing a book about this. And it has been so timely. I can't tell you, Shantae, how many people have said to me, I needed this book right now.
That is amazing. You spoke so much about community, and that's so important in the society and the culture that we live in right now. But how would you specifically define community?
Yes, good question. Community to me is intentional. Community is action oriented. Community is reflective. Community is safe. Community requires you to grow. Community is a safe place for you to fall. Community is a place where you can actually be your absolute best self. And that is comprised of many people who decided to choose each other time and time again.
I love that. Well, I see that you created a mantra, support is a verb, and I love the idea of being it discussed as an action word. What does support look like for you in your life?
It's the way that my friends show up for me. It's the way I show up for my friends. It's the way that small business owners create a community within themselves where they're not just thinking about their own business, but they're thinking about somebody else's business. Support as a verb shows up in a way that I love black businesses, the way that I spend money on black businesses, the way that I show up for the community events. Support as a verb is all about living a life of action. If we love something, our actions should follow. And I always say that you can tell how much a person loves by how much they're willing to do.
Yes, and definitely on social media. Like, to me, support is that like, hit, follow, subscribe, do
Yes.
all of the above. It's like you don't necessarily have to go out and do the biggest grand gestures, but just saying like, good job, and it was great, or you look good, sis, today. Like, to
Yes.
me, that's like what it means. So that's your mantra, right? But do
Right.
you specifically have like a mantra song, like when you're feeling good and you feeling great, you in the mirror getting ready to head out? What would be like your mantra song?
Oh my goodness, good question. Listen, probably anything by Whitney Houston. Okay, anything by Whitney Houston. I love Jay-Z's song, First Song. I love that song, love that album. And then, of course, probably Smile by Kirk Franklin.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, it gets me going. It really raises my vibration, and I'm just ready for the day.
Yeah, so she gave us a mantra playlist
I did.
of what she could do to get ready, and I love that. We always got to feel good, to look good, to be good. And you are an entrepreneur, right? And I think people see the glitz and the glam and everything that comes with it, and everybody wants to be an entrepreneur, which is awesome, right? But what are some pros and cons of being an entrepreneur?
Yeah, let's start with the cons. The cons come with not being ready to have a mindset shift. You have to have a completely different mindset shift when you decide to lead a company where eventually you will lead people. It takes so much discipline, willing to sit and learn, willing to refine. But that's not necessarily a con, but it's just something that I want to share with people, that if you're going to be an entrepreneur, you have to be a student. To be a student, then you also have to be a leader. And sometimes it's required of doing both in the same day. The pros, of course, is that you get to go after your dreams. And if you are a great leader, you have the ability to create a work environment where people feel seen, loved, and valued, and actually love coming to work and enjoy the work that they do. That is one of my greatest honors of having companies and being able to have a work environment where it's actually very loving and thoughtful. Other pros is that when you are a pillar in community, you are also a safe place for community. I look at how much is going on now. People need places where they can go and feel safe. My business, Village Retail, that's located at Ponce City Market in Atlanta, I can't tell you when people walk in, they just like, yeah, I'm here. And that is the environment, that was the vision. I wanted people to walk into Village Retail and say, oh, this feels like home to me. That is a pro that keeps on proing, if that's a word.
Yes, I love that.
Yes. In other pros, if you decide to be an entrepreneur that's also a leader in community, then you have people that the responsibility, the people will listen to you. So you also have an opportunity to be civically engaged, to be much more than just a business owner, but be a pillar and leader in community, telling people, hey, whoever you vote for, make sure you go vote. Make sure you're showing up for city council meetings and things like that. That is who I am as an entrepreneur. And probably the only other con, because I want to make sure that I give one, is making sure that our operations are not tight. That sometimes we go and scale too fast. We want to do too much, want to be too much. And the con is grow incrementally. Perfect one thing before you add another thing. I think that is one of the missteps that entrepreneurs make.
I love that. And lastly, I always end, if you can title this chapter of your life, what would you call it and why?
I am totally in my Michelle Obama becoming. I feel it. I feel that I'm in a heightened sense of awareness. I'm vibrating very, very high. And I know that this is my becoming season.
I love that. Well, thank you so much and congratulations. Where can the people find you, get the book, listen to more of you, and just to get to know you a little bit more?
Yes, you can find me at drkeyhallman.com. You can buy No One is Self-Made. You all are going to love No One is Self-Made at nooneisselfmade.com or any major retailer.
Yes, well, you heard it first. Thank you so much for talking with Short and Sweet.